Hey guys, Chobi here. Hope you're all doing well. Not a lot going on for me again today just because Susie went with some friends up to Detroit to see a concert. I thought maybe today I would do a little bit of a home studio tour and just show you where I record. You've seen it in other videos before, but just kind of show you what I got going on. Right now I'm just kind of hanging out around the house and watching Goon. If you've never seen Goon, like, totally amazing, hilarious movie. I guess the only thing I can say about it is don't touch my fucking Percosets, and do you have any Percosets? Let's check out my home studio. It's a pretty small room, but it does what I need it to do. I do most of the live tracking in my basement, but this is where I predominantly mix or record almost everything. So let's just go around the room real quick. First of all, got a bit of treatment up. Not a lot, but if you can hear the audio quality in here, there's really no echo. There's no reflection. So that is the only reason I have the treatment, is I just wanted to knock down the echoes. I have some bass traps on this wall. This one's pretty important because he's got an awesome little elephant on him. You know, and elephants are cool. These are moving blankets or packing blankets. You can pick them up for like $5 from Menards. They're not gonna like do much for you, okay? So don't get too excited when you're like, oh look, moving blankets, I can use those to treat my room. Yeah, you can, but you need like 10,000 of them, okay? You can put them up around a room to knock down some reflections, so it does help a little. Not a magic trick, so to speak. So over here, have PreSonus Studio Live 16.4.2 AI. This is what I record with. I think it sounds great. Sure, you can get fancier stuff, but this gets the job done and will allow me to record most bands almost totally live. Over here, of course, is all my guitars, which we've talked about before in another video. You can go ahead and watch that one if you want to know specifics. This Hofner Beatle bass was not in there because that is not mine. Although it kind of takes up a permanent residency at my house. I think I'm pretty much the only person to play it in the last 4 or 5 years. If you've listened to the Hovering Lights record that I made, that bass was on every song. There is my jazz bass. Over here we have kind of just random pedals and accessories. Sorry, I keep getting in the way of the light. There's only one light in this room, so this is kind of difficult, guys. So yeah, some pedals, a direct box. This is, I'm not even sure how you pronounce it. It's either Coach or Koch, I'm not sure. But this is an LB122 load box. This thing is so rad for silent recording because you can run a tube amp up to 120 watts into this sucker, and you can use the balance line out, or you can do speaker emulation straight out of it. And the speaker emulation sounds pretty dang good. You can also run it out to your cabinet stills, so you can record just a line from it as well as your speaker cabinets, and then you can use that direct line to run through impulse responses. Bunch of cases laying on the floor right now. There's a closet over here. I'm not even going to bother showing you because it's just pure darkness in there, but that's where I keep my records and CDs and tapes, random junk that I don't want laying around in here. Over here we have a little stool that I believe came from like a department store. I bought it for like 10 bucks. My wife put a Sensi on it, and there is a can of Lysol in here, so I think maybe she's trying to make a statement. But yeah, more treatment on the back wall. I like a lot of treatment on the back wall because that's where most of the reflections seem to come from. I have a 42-inch TV for my computer monitor. I got it for probably no more than you would pay for like a 23-inch computer monitor, so why not? KRK Rocket 8s. I know a lot of people shit talk these. They're wrong. They're great monitors. I really like these, and I say that because I had like a Alesis Monitor 1s, and then I had a pair of Mackie MR8s, and the moment I got these KRKs, my mixes improved vastly. The KRKs are front ported, so they don't blow against the back wall and immediately augment your bass. So if you're in a small room, you're having some problems, I would at least recommend trying some sort of front ported monitors. It really helped me out a lot, and I don't think I would go back to the other way. I really just like them. I've been using these for, I think, 6 years now, and my ears are used to them, so I have no want nor need to upgrade. That's really important to me. When I find a piece of gear that I can just keep because I like it, you know, that's a good thing. Got a M-Audio Axiom 49 MIDI controller. That cup right there used to be my father's shaving cream cup, so I like that a whole bunch. There's my keyboard. As you can see, I am a little bit of a gamer as well, if you couldn't tell already in my mouse. That is a Corsair Strafe RGB. And the Razer Death Adder, or whatever it's called. I love the keyboard. The mouse doesn't make one fucking bit of difference. Do not waste your money on gaming mice. You'll never be able to see it, but the computer is under the table. Z170 series motherboard with a Intel Core i7 6700K, 32 gigs of Corsair RAM. It's got a GTX 970, which pisses me off because, like, here we are, like, only a few months after I build it, and the 1070 series is out, so yeah, that makes me a whiny baby, but it's still a cool video card and does everything I need it to do. I only go through periods when I play video games. I will play the shit out of a video game, and then I will quickly get bored and go back to being creative. It's just when I have kind of like dry creative periods when I start playing video games. Once I get the faucet turned back on and flowing, I go right back to making music and not playing video games. Because for the most part, I think they're a giant waste of your life. But they're fun, and having fun is good too. So they're not a complete waste of your life, just mostly. Some strings up there, GHS, of course. I love GHS. GHS hooks me up. They have always been super good to me. That is the only company that endorses me and that I endorse. So thank you, GHS. I love you very much. This clock up here, my friend Greg built for me. The clock is way off right now. I need to change the battery. It is Omar Rodriguez Lopez and Damo Suzuki album that was damaged. So don't get pissy pants at my friend for taking an awesome record and making it into a clock. Number one, he knows how much I love me some Omar Rodriguez Lopez. Number two, the record was already damaged. So I guess I could kind of show you what I do software-wise. I primarily use these three programs. Pro Tools, I use FL Studio, and I use Adobe Audition. I still use Audition because final editing just seems to be way easier in Audition than it'll ever be in Pro Tools. In fact, I can tell you that it took all the way till Pro Tools 11 for Pro Tools to even catch up to Adobe Audition. And I'm really bummed that Adobe has pretty much abandoned that software because it was a great program and it kicked the shit right out of Pro Tools. And it is still usable. Once in a while I'll use Capture if I'm just doing a demo. I use Waves plugins. Yes, I bought them. Yes, I paid for them. Yes, I have used cracks in the past. I had a ton of cracks and they all caused me tons and tons and tons of problems. So now whenever Waves has a good sale, I'll pick up a couple of plugins or I'll pick up a bundle, and then I know I can trust them, I know I can get updates, and I know I'm not going to have any problems, and I know the FBI is not going to come knocking on my fucking door or some shit. Which is a good feeling, kids, trust me. Steam, Uplay, some benchmarking utilities just for when I was kind of getting this thing set up. That's really it. I mean, you know, what else can I tell you guys? This is where I make music. This is one of my favorite places to be in the world. I wish I could spend a lot more time in here. Okay, you guys, that's it for the little tour of my home studio. Hope you enjoyed it. Please remember, if you haven't already, to subscribe to my channel. I'm still trying to figure out what I'm doing with this channel. I know that right now I'm really liking the way that it is, which is some vlogging, some tutorials, some product reviews, some random reviews like my Stranger Things review, just doing what I do and showing you guys who I am, which is all of those things. Anyway, guys, that's pretty much it for now. If you haven't already, I usually type it in the description below But check out my band. It's xinternationalx.com will take you to our Reverb Nation page. You can buy or stream our music pretty much anywhere, any site out there. We're on Apple and Amazon and Google and Spotify and yada 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 yada, etc. etc. We're on all of them. It is difficult to find us if you type in international, because there's like international compilations and things like that. So if you type in, for instance, Bone Fragments or Bending Lights, or Bending Light or The Absence of Forever, which are the titles of our albums, it's easier to find our music. Thanks a bunch, guys. Take it easy.